Welcome to the Third Wind channel, where today we're doing predictions for the fourth episode of the iCarly Revival series, Season 2. There's so much to cover this week. They've dropped us a beautiful video and all sorts of stuff, so let's get straight into it with this video they dropped on the Nick Rewind channel, which is the extreme makeover of the Groovy Smoothie to Shay What, which is what it's going to be called now, and where we get Nathan and Jerry talking about this new set. It's really beautiful. I want to show you some pictures and kind of talk through what that might mean for this new episode. On the left, you see the lava lamps from the original Groovy Smoothie. You see the menu in the back. You see the bar in the same shape as the Groovy Smoothie. Very beautiful. Next up, you can see the menu in more detail here, especially if you zoom in the back. You can see that the tacos have, we have spaghetti tacos featured on the menu, which is a great Easter egg. I love it so much. So something about spaghetti tacos, definitely next episode. Moving on, we have kind of continuing with the set. We have the lava lamps. We have the classic stairs going up to T-Bow's room, which if you remember the original, and you have the beautiful neon Shay What sign in the background. And then here you have a wider shot, and you see on the door, just like the Groovy Smoothie had the little imprint, so the Shay What. And here, I don't know what this game is called, but they have this new board, the kind of table for this game. They also have these nice hat lamps, very Spencer-esque. I love that the whole place is designed kind of in this retro Spencer fashion, which they talk about in the video, which is really beautiful. Also, you have these kind of more retro chairs, really nice. You have this door to the bathroom, which used to be shaped as a smoothie cup, which has been redone into a beer cup. So they've tried to keep a lot of the Groovy Smoothie elements, just kind of remake them, make them a little bit more mature, which is really fun. Here a close-up of the door. I love that. The door gives me so many memories of the Groovy Smoothie, and I love that they keep it as close as possible. They've actually really kept the whole area 1-to-1 in terms of dimensions as well, which is just really nice. Also, the whole theming of the restaurant is based off of this pineapple figure in Spencer's apartment, so that's really fun too. It's like an Easter egg of the revival, which is fun. Then I think most importantly from this video, which is 7 minutes long, we get Jerry saying something that's important for this episode, which he says that this mural is a big plot point for an episode in the revival season 2, which involves salsa dancing and hidden coins. And he says, I can't say anymore because I don't want to spoil anything, but basically something with an octopus, hidden coins, and hidden salsa is going to happen in the next episode, which is really exciting. And it does take place here. This is the first time we see it. They mentioned that. So that's really exciting. We'll talk about that in 1 second. But next up, I quickly want to mention that last predictions video, I said that they had a dance choreographer, but that was wrong. I believe it's going to be for this episode, episode 4. So that means that we're definitely going to start see the salsa dancing, which means that this is the episode which takes place at Shay What, which is why they dropped this Shay What makeover video this week. It just all makes sense. So we're going to have salsa dancing choreography, very fun. Here's some pictures on set as well from last week, but it turns out it's for this week, so that's fun. But also we get the return. I mean, it makes sense. We see that Salsa's Spencer's salsa gear later on in a picture I'll show later, but we know that Granpa Shay's coming back for this episode. Super exciting. I can't wait to see what they're going to do with him. And if you don't remember who he was, he showed up in 3 episodes, including in season 1, episode 5. He appears in I Want to Stay with Spencer, where he kind of comes in and checks in on Carly and Spencer to make sure that Spencer can actually take care of Carly, because Spencer's not her actual dad, he's her brother. So he's a really fun character. I love that they get the same actor. It's just really fun. But moving on, lastly, some more pictures from the trailer, which we got before the first episode even came out. We see at the Shay What, we see Spencer causing fires again. Very fun. We see Harper with a crazy outfit at the Shay What. I can't believe we didn't notice this before, that this venue becomes the Shay What. It doesn't look like the Groovy Smoothie. I should have noticed that before. But then we see Freddie dancing with Pearl. Very interesting. And you see on the right that Carly is giving them a look of, I don't know, jealousy or surprise. Just very interesting, that is. I'll talk about that in a second as well. And lastly, you get a picture of what I was talking about, Spencer's salsa slack, so you know that this whole episode is intertwined with Granpa Shay and the Shay What opening. So definitely super exciting. So much to talk about. But what do we know about episode 4? of course, none of this is really confirmed. Like, this could be episode 5 technically, but I think everything is lining up for this to be episode 4. We know that the Shay What appears for the first time. We see Salsa dancing and hidden coins. We see Granpa Shay, Pearl's second episode ever in the show. And we see costumes, I think, because the way Harper is dressed, maybe that's some kind of, I'll talk about that in a bit, but I think there's going to be some stuff about costumes in this episode and some kind of retro vibe. Moving on, though, we have questions going into episode 4. So this is where I've been saying I'll talk about this later, because this is a portion where we talk about the questions we have. So first off, are Spencer's fire powers back? Okay, this is a bit of a joke. In the original, Spencer would make things catch on fire out of nowhere, and we kind of get the illusion that that firepower that Spencer had made him famous due to the whole White House marshmallow thing catching on fire. But yes, it seems like his powers are back, and I have a prediction about this exact scene with the fire later on in my prediction segment of this predictions video. But I think, yeah, I think we're gonna be seeing a lot more fires with Spencer. Moving on, will the Shay What be a success? You know what? I think it's gonna be a massive success. We even saw in the last picture that there's customers, there's a big salsa thing. The menu is jacked up in prices, and people are still there. It's got a great interior. I think that this place is fitted for this this new time. I think this place is gonna be a smash hit. We also get Jerry and Nathan talking about how this is going to be a new hangout spot for the gang, and they even mentioned season 3. So it really seems like this is going to be something that is around for the long haul. So I think it'll be a big success. Moving on, will Carly get jealous of Pearl? So we see in this picture Carly on the right side getting jealous, and if you guys don't remember, in the episode I Speed Date in the original, Carly and Freddie have their first dance there at the Groovy Smoothie. Well, this isn't the Groovy Smoothie anymore, but it's the same place. So I'm guessing maybe towards the end of the episode we could see a slow dance between Freddie and Pearl, and then Carly remembers that and gets jealous. Something like that. I really think that that might happen. Moving on, we have the question of why is Grandpa Shay back? I think he's back for the exact same reasons as before. He's coming to check if Spencer and Carly are all right, if things haven't gone way off the rails. I think that he's going to come back in a very similar fashion, just check in on his family, basically, and see how Spencer's doing, because he doesn't really trust Spencer 100%. But it's going to be so fun seeing this character back again. Moving on, the last kind of thing I was thinking is, what could the hidden coins mean? Like, the salsa dancing is explanatory, but what does Jerry or Spencer mean by hidden coins? Maybe this is some kind of promotional event for Shay What? Maybe it's like, oh, if the one who dances the best gets it. I don't know. Honestly, let me know down in the comments below what you guys think that they mean by hidden coins, because I'm a little bit puzzled. And what the octopus could mean as well. I think it has to do with salsa. I'm not sure. We'll see. But in terms of my personal predictions for this episode, which is the purpose of this video, I think Freddie and Pearl dance, and it's kind of like that Easter egg to that I Speed Date Carly Freddie dance episode. I think that there's going to be that scene at the end. And then I think that, obviously, introduction of Shay What, self-explanatory. And then I was talking about how Spencer's firepower is back. I think the fire causes the fire department to get called. Everyone clears the house. That's how the kind of salsa party ends, maybe. And that's gets Grandpa Spencer to kind of maybe lose trust in Spencer again. He's like, oh, come on, seriously again? Like the timing, but the Easter egg of the fire department coming back and having problems with Spencer could be really fun. I think the fire could clear the house. They get rid of the fire. Nothing big, nothing burns down, but I bet you that's maybe how they end the episode. I don't know. Grandpa Shay checks in on family. Kind of talked about that. I think that that's going to be how he comes in. And then I think maybe Harper will have especially Harper Milson, maybe will have a harder time in this episode, kind of like being involved in the story, especially with the grandpa around. I think that Harper will have the subplot this episode, maybe with Millicent and the crazy costumes. Maybe there was some stuff in the trailer about Drag Race, so maybe this is where we see that. Maybe that's something with hidden coins. I don't know, but those are my predictions, as well as I have one prediction from the comments. Make sure you drop your predictions during the week so I can include them in these videos. But Jared predicts that in the next episode we're gonna focus on Spencer's bar opening a bar F, which we now know is Shay what, and maybe a grand opening. And Grandpa Shay comes. Yes, and we see him the season 2 trailer. Yes, and I completely agree, Jared. I think we'll see that stuff in episode 4. But what can I leave you guys with? I think this is a beautiful picture, and this kind of moment, it seems like very similar to that hugging moment we saw in I Want to Stay with Spencer. So maybe we see another very heartfelt moment between family. Like, look how they're looking at each other. It's beautiful. And even Freddie's like, oh, like looking in the back, right? So I'm looking forward to seeing this moment. That's what I can leave you guys with. But I'm so excited. This predictions video has been a blast to make, just researching everything I could. And this has been the Third Win channel. Thank you guys for watching. I have a very special video planned very soon to do with Hubert, so you guys can be excited for that. And of course, Friday, new episode, new review, very exciting stuff on the Third Win channel. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon with a new video.